Okay. Hey. Hello and welcome everyone to this virtual presentation on Homer Drawdown Peatland Project. My name is Kim McNett and I'm here with Satchel Pandolfino, and we are going to share this community and volunteer effort that aims to educate, study, and work to protect local peatlands for their valuable role in the global carbon cycle. I want to thank all our many volunteers, partners, and collaborators. And this is a very synergistic project, and it's continuing to expand in its collaboration.
Thanks, Kim. So this community-led peat project stemmed from a 9-month community climate solution series led by volunteers, Cook Inlet Keeper, and Kachemak Bay Conservation Society. The series was centered in the belief that climate change is not an unstoppable catastrophe, but a solvable, reversible math problem that, if collectively implemented across the globe, middle-out community-led solutions have the strongest potential to impact our carbon cycle. So, utilizing the book Drawdown, the world's leading resource in climate solutions, Homer community members met monthly to hear from local experts, review solutions, and brainstorm ways to implement them locally. And after reviewing the top 100 solutions, Homer Drawdown initiated a democratic process that evaluated various project ideas based on their measurable impact, community engagement, diversity in roles, and co-benefits. And we ultimately selected peatlands as the theme for our climate solution project. So this process not only makes the project unique, it ensures the collective energy needed to make it successful. Our community was and is excited about the role of our local peatlands in the carbon cycle, and recognizes that landscape change and land use management issues are crucial to the reversal of rapid climate warming. The Lower Kenai Peninsula presents a unique opportunity to engage with landscapes as climate stewards and foster a value system that recognizes landscapes for their climate services.
Great. So intact functioning peatlands are not necessarily widely recognized as a resource commodity that's worth protecting, though, as many of you here know, they provide a lot of direct benefits to humans, ecosystems, and the aquifers on the Lower Kenai, in addition to their ability to store large amounts of carbon. The Peatland Project will mobilize our community to put peatlands on the map. And our volunteers will essentially inventory our local peatlands for their volume based on depth, vegetative compositions, successional changes, and human impacts. This data will be directly integrated into ongoing peatland conservation and carbon market projects at the Kachemak Bay Research Reserve. And, but not only will this data be valuable to those efforts, it's also a way to familiarize our community with our local peatlands and foster personal hands-on connections to the landscapes as they relate to the global carbon cycle.
Yeah, that's right. So we aim to create a culture and heritage that honors and values peatlands for their role in ecological and climate stability through boots on the ground engagement, an interactive website, local media, art installations, public workshops and events, and an informative fundraising strategy that mimics a carbon offset model. So the diversity of the developing programs truly represent the character and creativity of the Homer community. And the interdisciplinary approach will engage a diversity of volunteers, over a dozen local nonprofit organizations, and reach a wide audience that includes youth and landowners. Together, we will explore a wide range of strategies for effective climate stewardship over the course of this summer and beyond.
So education and awareness will be fundamental to the goal of protecting and restoring peatland, and it is a critical first step. And conservations of peatlands in the traditional sense may not necessarily ensure that peatlands will continue to persist and function as carbon sinks. Local peatlands are already undergoing lots of ecological changes in response to climate change, and these shifts are threatening peatlands. Still, conservation designations that prohibit human activities that would degrade peatlands are a conservative approach and are a no regret solution. So our project hopes to influence land designations in favor of peatlands. Homer Drawdown will also begin to pursue questions and ideas for how humans may interact with and even potentially manipulate the landscape in an effort to enhance and or restore peatlands for their carbon sequestration functions. So we really are entering the unknown here. How the climate story will unfold is both highly undetermined and highly dependent on how we act now in the immediate future. And how exactly peatlands are changing, well, we can't be sure. And it's possible that there are restoration strategies that might benefit peatlands, such as the rewetting of landscapes or altering of vegetation. Sustainable trail construction also is a pretty obvious beneficial solution. So Homer Drawdown really recognizes that there are many unanswered questions and high levels of uncertainty for effective methods of peatland management. Our role as a citizen group is not necessarily to answer the tough scientific research questions, but rather to provide a platform by which we can begin networking and integrating a wide breadth of backgrounds, ideas, and inquiry. The Peatland Project will provide a critical role of public engagement, stakeholder networking, and the representation of peatlands to the public that will be necessary for long-term protection and restoration. Essentially, we are answering the call and putting our hearts and minds together to take the first steps in the 1,000-mile journey, and we welcome you to join us in whatever capacity you can.
So if this project excites you, we welcome your collaboration and energy. We know spring is edging closer, and sooner rather than later, our peatlands will be thawed, and we'll need plenty of help to complete our peatland mission this summer. So you can join us by attending one of our monthly meetings where we hear from experts and check in on our progress. You can jump into one of our working group meetings where the work actually happens. We have peatland-centric workshops that you could attend, or you could be an on-the-ground volunteer when we're actually getting on the ground and surveying peatlands. You can find out information about any of these opportunities on our shiny new website, homerdrawdown.info. And we thank you for listening and look forward to taking your questions.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.